Hi, my name is James Castagne Hay, and I am a 17-year-old triathlete from Maraval, and I go to Fatima College. Now that exams are finished, I have a lot more free time, so that means I have training at least 2 to 3 times a day minimum. Usually I have to get up at about 4:30, well, reach in the pool by 4:30, get up about 4 o'clock in the morning to go and swim most days, or some days run or ride. And after that it could be followed by a second session later in the morning and then a third one later in the evening. So for a triathlete, training can vary from single sessions working on technique or just aerobic work doing long distances, and it could go from a brick session of riding and running or full brick swim, ride and run any day. So a triathlon consists of a swim, a ride and then a run. For Commonwealth, the distances we'll be competing at is a 350-meter swim, a 10K bike and a 2.5K run. Throughout all my years in triathlon, I'd have to say definitely competing at Carifta. Throughout all the years, from the first one at Barbados to the most recent one in Bermuda. The highlight would have been when we hosted it at Tobago, and I came first in the 11 to 12 age group. So when I was 4 years old was when I really started to see the sport everywhere and just really start thinking about sport in general. And it was from then I made up my mind I want to go to the Olympics from a young age. And the first time I ever did a race was because my father saw a flyer for a duathlon that was getting set up, and he brought it home. He said, "Hey, do you want to do this?" I said, "Yeah, I'd love to." And then from there we branched off to triathlon, and it just sparked from there. So since 5 years old, been doing it. Throughout all the years, my main inspiration and really role model was Andrew Lewis, an Olympic sailor. I always knew him growing up because he was friends with my family, so he was always just that pedestal of what an Olympian is and can be. And then my parents always supported me through every endeavor I ever had to do, and they still do. No matter what my choices, they're there to support me in my sports and life. As triathlon is still a growing sport, and as I've been doing it for 11 years, I've met plenty athletes from all different countries and different walks of life, especially being the captain of our Carifta team last year. I got to really bond and share with a bunch of the younger athletes coming from 11 to 12 all the way up to 21. So seeing athletes just from all different calibers, all different countries really makes an impact. I mean, it definitely can be a lot because at the end of the day, it is 3 sports. So just trying to find the balance of time to learn one or try to keep consistent in all of them can really be a lot. And I think especially for triathlon, just the mental endurance needed, especially during the race, but even the training, just to keep on going every day, and just it can get repetitive as well because it's a distance sport. That's definitely a challenge. I do have the goal to be an Olympian one day, hopefully the 2028 Games, and that's always been my goal that I'm striving to from day one. So at home I live with my mom and dad and also my younger sister. But most of the time I just spend all my free time relaxing. I like to play video games a lot, and also just spending as much time as possible with my friends, because outside of training there isn't that much time, so I kind of have to make sure I make the most of it when I do have it. So my sister is 2 years younger than me, and she's done countless sports similar to me. She started in triathlon the same time I did, and then she kind of branched off into different things, and she now plays volleyball for her school, SJC, and also at a club. So one of the major challenges I had at one point, which would have been 4 years ago, would have been when I tore a cartilage in my knee and was unable to train for a couple months. I was on crutches, and of course I was still able to swim because my coach wouldn't let me rest, but that stopped my running and riding completely. And then as of 2 years ago, I also broke my collarbone, which put me out of riding, running and swimming for quite a while as well. So I broke the collarbone while I was mountain biking, surprisingly. Not proper training, but still having a good time riding. And it was down in Chaguaramas. I had a bad fall, my wheel got caught, and then straight over the handlebars. After it broke, initially it wasn't a full break, it was a fracture. But the morning I had the surgery to get it fixed, it actually broke clean through. So they had to put a plate over it, and that took a year with the plate on, and then after that they removed the plate and it was fully healed. It's surprising, that was the first time I'd broken a bone out. That was only 2 years ago. I'm quite a reckless person. The doctor said literally as I broke it, he's like, if you were 1 or 2 years older, it would have been more of a problem because it wouldn't have healed as good at that age. And I'd like to say thank you to my friends, family, and everybody viewing and reading this article for supporting me and all the other athletes who have participated and are going to participate in the Commonwealth Games. So please come out, show your support in Tobago, and cheer all of us on when we compete.